I grew up going to church. Church was really important to my parents. They really wanted to share their faith with my sister and myself. So every time our church was open, we were there. We were there on Sunday mornings, Sunday nights, Wednesday nights. We were involved in Sunday school and youth group, and we went on mission trips. I really missed the most important part of church. I missed the God part of it. And by the time I was a teenager, I had this idea formed in my head of who God was. God was angry, and God was watching me, and God was like waiting for me to mess up. And I could make God happy, and I could make God love me by the things that I did, by performing and achieving. And so it wasn't really based so much on the Bible, it was based on like outward behavior that other people could see. And so it was like, don't smoke, don't swear, don't have sex, go to church, read your Bible, pray, and then everything in your life will go the right way and things will fall into place for you. There was a certain life that I wanted for myself, and I expected that God would want that for me too. And so I thought when the time came that I needed God's help to get something or get somewhere, that He would do that for me. When I was 18 years old, I reached the end of what I was able to achieve for myself. And even though I expected that God was going to get me the rest of the way to the life that I had imagined for myself, He didn't. I felt like God had let down His end of the bargain and that He was angry at me for some reason. And I entered into the hardest part of my life. I experienced a pretty intense depression. I really felt lost. I lost the ambition and the drive that I had had for my life, but I felt like I lost who I was, and I was like a stranger in my own body. Like I forgot who I was and what I liked to do even, and what I wanted from my life. So I was able to get some help, but I was basically done with church and the Bible and God because they had let me down and didn't do what I thought they were going to do for me. And I spent a few years kind of trying to figure out if that wasn't the answer, then what is the right answer? After a few years, my boyfriend at the time invited me to go to church with him. And the pastor started to speak and we sang songs, and I just started to cry. And I sat there, and after so many years of feeling numb and feeling like disconnected from all of my emotions, it was like my heart woke up. I did that for a long time. I just went to church and cried and got to know a different kind of a God than the God that I had been raised with. And this was a God who didn't expect me to achieve anything or perform for Him because He had already done all the work, and He just wanted a relationship with me. And so I spent time getting to know that God and understanding what it means to accept that Jesus has died for me already, and He doesn't want anything except for me to respond to His love. I still had this kind of feeling when I was around church people, like I need to be perfect and I can't show that anything is going wrong. And so one thing I'm actually super grateful that when I did come to Love Canton, that the people here made me feel safe enough to drop my mask and say, actually, this is what my life looks like and this is what's going on in my world. And people here have allowed me to just live in that and be the full version of myself. And I feel like God is always so close to me and guiding me forward in life. And I think about when Jesus promised that He had come to give us life to the full. My life today is a life that is full. I have love and I have grace. I feel hurt and I feel sad. I'm a mother and a wife, and I have really amazing friends, and I don't have to perform to get God to love me. What I do can flow out of what God is already doing inside of me.